What's up, guys? Welcome to another vlog. This will be like more of a self-care type of vlog. It's gonna have a lot more me talking because I just want to talk to you guys kind of where I'm at with life and all of the stuff. I'm currently at the drive-thru of Jack in the Box because the girl wanted Jack in the Box, so yay. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot more talking, just showing you clips here and there, but I just wanted to regroup with all y'all and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go get my food. It's super hot here in California. It is literally 100 degrees right now, so it's hot. Yeah, so we're just gonna see where this video takes us. So yeah, let's go. What is up, you guys? I'm actually back home now. I have my coffee here because I'm gonna drink it throughout this video because I need coffee, and I have some fries because I'm hungry. But yeah, basically I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about what I've been going through and all of that stuff. I feel like that sounds so deep, but I just want to like kind of catch up with you guys how I'm doing with my mental health and just like self-care and what I'm doing for self-care, because self-care looks different for everyone. One of the reasons I did want to continue my YouTube channel, like I've had my channel for years but like was very inconsistent, but I kind of wanted to continue my channel just to be like a sibling presence on here. I'm not trying to be like a famous influencer or anything, because honestly being famous sounds really stressful. So I just wanted to be like a helpful presence here on YouTube. Like if you guys need some advice or insight, like if I can provide that for you guys, like that's great, you know. Everyone needs some help, and like I know for myself I get really scared to ask for help even though I need it. So I get scared, I'm like shy. So I hope this channel is helpful for you guys in that way, because that's basically what I want to do. If you guys need like just a sibling here, I am here for you. But yeah, I just want to like kind of catch up with you guys and like open up a little bit about where I'm at mentally and like with my life, just like some life updates, all of that fun stuff. I've been very overwhelmed lately. If you guys seen any of my last videos, I've talked kind of like I've been overwhelmed and stuff. So I think the first thing I want to say is that I am kind of pausing school at the moment. If you guys don't know, I went back to school to get my second bachelor's in health science, but I decided to pause just because I just feel like I needed the break. I was getting very overwhelmed and it was just not good for me. Like I was literally waking up so anxious and with migraines. It was just not good. Also, I want to point out that it is a very privileged thing of me to even go back to school and to even pause school. I know not everyone could do that, so I understand where I'm coming from. I do have already a bachelor's in communications and I have a master's in PR. Basically this was just gonna be purely extra, but I think for me personally, I just took on way too much way too soon. I was still working full-time. I was doing school, just also doing everything like YouTube and just trying to have a normal life. Like it was just getting too much. My last two sessions literally broke me because they both had groups projects, and y'all, like I love getting good grades. I'm a good student. I had actually all my classes I got A+s except one where I got an A, and it was solely because my group was terrible. Like technically we did very bad in our final project, which keep in mind we were working through the whole session, and I don't know why they decided to act like we didn't know anything about this, but we were working on this whole session. But we got a bad grade, so that's why my grade lowered. And I know that A is still good, but your girl wanted A+. But yeah, that gave me so much anxiety because I felt like I was also taking out so much of my life. Like I was canceling plans, I was doing so much to like just do school, and obviously I'm still working full-time, and I was just so anxious about all of like getting my work done, because obviously I think for me work still comes first. So it was just a very stressful time and I just did not feel good. Like I said, I was getting migraines and I was like, yeah, this is not for me. So I decided to pause school. I hate feeling like I'm quitting, and I feel like that's something that's been very hard because I don't want to feel like I quit, but I am fighting that because I feel like I quit. So that's been hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. But I am trying to like switch my mentality. I do plan on getting my nutrition certification first, because basically I love anything health and like fitness and stuff. I mentioned this before, but if you're new here, one of the reasons I do want to get my certifications for nutrition, because that's probably my next step, is because I do want to share content here on YouTube and Instagram that comes from like an educated place. I love people that share their fitness journeys. That's not bad, but I feel like there's also a lot of misinformation from people, and a lot of the times it's like people who mean well but like don't realize that the information they're giving is not like the healthiest information, if that makes sense. For example, in some places it's actually illegal to give someone a meal plan if you're not a registered dietitian. I feel like that's very important that like a lot of people actually don't know. So wherever you live, make sure you check up on those rules, because again, that's illegal in some parts. So that's a huge deal. So I want to make sure that I'm giving helpful information, that when it's actually truly healthy for everyone and all of the stuff. So that's where I want to come from. I feel like I could make a whole video on that. But yeah, I don't want to get into too many tangents. But yeah, my next step will probably be getting my nutrition certification. However, I'm not going to start that right away. I'm definitely going to take a huge break and then get into that. So yeah, I was just getting super overwhelmed with school and work and all of that stuff. Like in one of my vlogs I talk about this, but I got sick, so that also took me out for like a few weeks. So I feel like I've been so slow to getting back into my normal routine, and it's just overwhelming me because I'm a person that loves routine, I love plans, and it's just throwing me off so much. So I feel like I definitely needed to pause and slow down and kind of reorganize what I wanted in my life, or where I'm at in life, if that makes sense. Also, if I keep shifting, it's because the light from my window is just shifting because the sun is going down. But yeah, I feel like a quick side note should be that I am actually a very private person. I probably share only 10% of my life with you guys here on YouTube and on Instagram. If you guys go through any of my videos and my Instagram, you guys will see that I hardly show friends and family. Like, I don't show anyone from my personal life, and that's intentional. Like, I just don't want to show them, for one, their privacy as well, and then just my own. Like, I just don't want to share them on here. My personal life is still my personal life, and I'm not hiding anything like bad or anything. Like, even good stuff, like if I don't want to share it on Instagram or like YouTube, I won't. At the end of the day, it's still my personal life. I will say that I feel like parasocial relationships on social media have gotten really intense. Like, I'm a huge football fan and a huge K-pop fan. I love BTS, I love football, but seeing the way fans kind of react to like players and even members of groups is a little intense. I feel like this is a reminder to everyone, not just for me, but like no matter how much someone shares about themselves on social media, like you personally do not know them. Like, you just don't know these people. Like, no matter how much they share online or whatever, like you don't know them unless you genuinely have met them and sat down and like chatted with them. Like, you don't know these people. And I feel like that's something that everyone needs to remember, because I feel like so many people base their perceptions about someone from like social media, even though they try and say like, oh, social media is not real, but yet it happens so much where like people, like I've seen people be like, no, this person's just like this because of this, and I'm like, but you don't know them. Like, you have never met them. I feel like parasocial relationships is something that someone needs to make a whole video on, because I would love to hear like a deep dive on that. But yeah, like I said, I'm still a very private person. I share what I want to share with you guys. Like, I don't share everything, good or bad. It's my life, so I want to keep my life private because it's important to me to keep it private. And that actually goes hand in hand with mental health, in my opinion, because I just want to make sure that like my private life is still my private life. Again, I'm just sharing what I want to share with you guys. I don't share everything, and that should be okay for everyone. I feel like people have felt more entitled to people's lives lately, and I feel like that's kind of invasive. People are entitled to their privacy, so yeah. I feel like I keep going on tangents, so bear with me. This is my mind, I'm just spilling things out, so yeah. But yeah, something I've been learning is that like self-care looks different for everyone. Something I feel like also the internet needs to learn is that two things can be right at the same time. Yeah, self-care can be like face masks and all that stuff, like that's not bad, but self-care can also just be like taking a time to just be by yourself, or like have a good cup of coffee. I don't know, like it's just different for everyone. I know it is for me. Someone I actually love listening to is Andrew Huberman. He's actually a professor, and he just has like a huge like research background. He actually has a great video on dopamine, which I will include down below, but he's basically, obviously I'm gonna do a horrible job at explaining it, so go listen to his video. He also has a podcast, and it's just super helpful if you guys want to listen to it. He has like a great topics on all like stuff like mental health and even like just health in general. I think he's great. He was saying his dopamine video where like people just genuinely don't know how to handle their dopamine levels. So like we have very, very big highs, and we don't know how to handle once it's like a low. And that's also kind of like why, like for example, post-concert depression happens, because we go to like a concert, have like the time of our life, and once it's over, like we don't know how to handle the aftermath of like our dopamine levels decreasing. He has a great topic on like how people can handle that and all that stuff, so I'll link it down below if you guys want to check him out, because I think he's great, and obviously will better explain all of this. For example, for me, I saw BTS last year, November, December. The first concerts were in November, then it was December. I feel like I always have a hard time explaining that because concerts were split between 2 months. That's not important. But yeah, I went to see BTS, and like the whole experience was just super fun. It was me and my sister, and I think it was just like the whole experience was fun because we made it also like a mini vacation for us. Like we booked a hotel, we took the days off of work to just go have fun, and like we were also just exploring LA, doing stuff around the area, so it felt like a vacation for us. So once it was over, like I remember just filling up December with like activities to do, and it was mostly just to like try to combat like feeling sad that it was all over, because again, like the whole vacation was fun. Like my sister and I would like get McDonald's at like midnight and just eat it in our hotel room while we were watching the Food Network, and like that moment was just like super fun for us. Like it was just so meaningful to like have that time together. The concerts were fun, like everything was great. If you guys see my Vlogmas videos from last year, you guys will see that like I was just doing so much. Like I was going to a Clippers game, I was going to the movies all the time. Like I was just trying to like fill up my time with like different activities so I don't feel like sad. And it's actually kind of funny because I feel like the sadness didn't hit me until literally December 31st. I woke up and I felt super sad that I was like, oh, like BTS concerts are over, like for real. And I think it's also because the year was ending and I was like, everything's ending and now I must move on. So finally all hit me at once. After that, I feel like I also had to learn to like kind of enjoy all of my life in general. I know for me personally, I tend to like live for like those high moments. Like if I have like an event coming up, I'm like looking forward to just that one thing that whole week, and then once it's done I'm like, oh, now what? I feel like that's not good. Something for me personally is that like, I've been learning to just enjoy the everyday things, or romanticize my life like the cool kids say. I recently took a day off of work, and honestly it was like the best day that I've had like recently. My sister and I literally just ran errands. We went to a coffee shop, got coffee, got a cruffin, which was so good. Then we just went around, we shopped a bit. Then I went to the gym after, and y'all, I had the best lower body workout I've had in a while. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you guys know that I hate working out lower body, but I had the best lower body workout, and I was just like, oh my god, like this is so good. Then I went home and I had Subway, and Subway is great. I don't care what anyone says, I enjoy it. But honestly, like that day, if you look at it from like a cool perspective, it seems like a simple day, like an everyday day, but I had so much fun. And I think it's just because I felt so relaxed. Like I was just genuinely going through my day, just focusing on the task at hand. I wasn't just trying to rush through my to-do list. Like I was just going with the flow, seeing what was happening, going through my activities like slowly at my own pace, and it just felt so fun and like peaceful for me. It was just such a good day. I was just so happy, and like it seems so normal, and I feel like that's something that's super important, that like I feel like we live for the high moments and like don't really know how to handle everyday life. And everyday life is truly what we're living in. Even if it's like romanticizing your life, it's something that we need to focus. So it's just something that I'm personally doing to just live in my now, and this is my life, my everyday life. Even if I'm not doing something super exciting, like make everything count and make everything feel like it's important, if that makes sense. And it also goes to show like I should also focus on doing tasks that are important and like genuinely make me happy. Be appreciative is what I'm trying to learn to do about my life, if that makes sense. Literally recently I cleaned out my closet. Honestly, I had so much clothes, like I just had the urge to clean out my closet, and it took me like a whole day, but I did. And like I got rid of so much stuff. I tend to donate a lot of my clothes, so like I had 2 bags of stuff to donate, which was really cool. But just doing that too, like it just cleared my mind so much. And it sounds like such a boring task, because it is, like it's a tedious task, but it also just helped me to just be like, oh look, like I feel like it helped analyze where I'm at with my life, got to try on some things and let some things go. But it was just a really nice thing to do for me, like mentally. Like I just enjoyed cleaning. Like cleaning's so like therapeutic for me, which again, it just sounds so boring and like a normal task, but it's little things like that that have helped me to just kind of regroup and focus on my life. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my life. I feel like I'm definitely gonna slow down a lot, especially for the last few months of the year. I'm just gonna like reanalyze everything and just go with the flow. Like I said, I'm still working full-time and I'm super grateful for my job, so I'm gonna keep doing that and focusing on that, and then just seeing where like everything else takes me. I'm not gonna try to take anything new in the next few months, because I just want to focus on what I have at hand already and just deal with it and make sure I'm good at it and everything's being taken care of, basically. Something that I do want to say is that I did sign up for therapy, and I'm actually very excited about it. I feel like I never thought I'd do therapy. It's gonna be beneficial for me. The counselor that I got paired with, he actually sent me an assessment to do before we scheduled our first session, and turns out I have moderate anxiety, which obviously having anxiety is not the greatest thing. Honestly, for me personally, I felt very relieved to know that that was a thing, because I feel like I would say that I had anxiety like for years. For me personally, I felt like people never took me seriously because they thought I was just doing it like as a quirky thing, you know. So I felt like people never took it seriously if I said I had anxiety. So the fact having someone professional kind of be like, yeah, you do, let's work through it, it kind of gave me the validation to be like, okay, I did have anxiety. I'm not just like making it up in my head. Like, I genuinely have this problem. I'm gonna start therapy and I'm actually very excited just to see how that goes and build healthier habits for myself, get better as a person. I've said this in my monthly reset videos, but like, I do my monthly reset videos for myself mainly because I want to get on a budget and save more money, pay off debts and all of that, like generally grow in that sense. And like I said at the start of this video, like I want to be like a sibling presence here on YouTube, that if you guys need help or like advice, like I'm here for that. Like, we're all growing together. Doing these type of videos also helps me because I feel like I'm also like, okay, I have so much to grow in and become better in myself as a person and all of that. So I feel like it definitely helps me out to like talk to a camera about like these things, and like if it helps you out, then that's good too, because we're generally all in this together. I think like I generally want all of us to be healthy and have great lives, mentally and physically, in all aspects. I think that's very important. Like, I still feel like I'm still learning. There's still a lot for me to learn. Like, I'm not perfect at this. I feel like one of the reasons I also want to make this video again is because I feel like I'm learning things and I'm still learning things and still growing, and I just wanted to update you guys of how like I've been feeling and all that stuff. I just wanted to share where I'm at in life. Like, the next few months I just want to like take care of myself, focus on what I have now on my plate, and like deal with that and just go with the flow with life and just try to enjoy what I have right now. Because definitely I'm the kind of person that I was like, one day and have this thing and I'm gonna be happy, but like that's not what I have, you know. I need to focus on my now and just deal with my now. So I know that this video was like not the most exciting, but I just kind of want to like sit down and like chat with you guys about like what I'm doing for myself for like self-care and like mental health, because it's very important. And I feel like thankfully space to talk about these things is growing and like it's becoming a bit of a norm, which is good because I feel like this is something that does need to be talked about. And if you're on the same boat, like don't be alone, like you have people here. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video just to kind of catch up with you guys and share kind of where I'm at, the things that I'm going through with life. Honestly, passing school was like the main thing, but it was like the biggest thing. But you know, I'm still working, I'm still enjoying my life, and that's something that I plan to do, just enjoy my everyday life, enjoy the season that I am currently at instead of like hoping for the next one to start. Just generally be grateful with where I'm at. So I hope that this helps you out. I just want to make sure to like open the space for like talking about self-care and like mental health and how that looks for everyone. Like I said, it could look different for you, but I just want to make sure that there's just a space where you don't feel alone, because I felt like that a lot, where like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm alone, no one gets me. But I hope that this video kind of gives you the comfort that you're not alone. I am doing my therapy through Talkspace, so it's not sponsored. I actually get it through my insurance from where I work. So, but I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. Kind of where I'm at right now. Now that we're heading into fall and like winter, I definitely just want to slow down and enjoy life for what it is. Just have fun with what I currently have and just be grateful that I do have certain things in my life. I am thankful to have a full-time job that I enjoy and like I have, and just stuff like that. Like, enjoy the season I'm in. It's basically my motto for the next few months until the year ends. I'm just gonna enjoy what I currently have and like learn to appreciate it and all of that stuff, and just, I think, slow down. I feel like that's also the main thing about my life is slow down, because I feel like I've always been like a go 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 type of person, which is also why I hate quitting things, because I feel like once I commit to something, I try to go through it completely, or it like stresses me out. But sometimes you just need to slow down and just like focus on what is actually in front of you. So yeah, I hope that this video helps you guys out. I know it's a little bit scatterbrained and all over the place, but that's kind of how my brain works. Again, I just wanted to chat with you guys and just share with you guys where I'm at mentally and just how my self-care is going. Because yeah, like self-care can be anything. It can be just having a cup of coffee with a friend, or just cleaning, or I don't know. It looks different for everyone. So find what helps you out and helps you like debrief and all of that stuff. So I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. I was just kind of like blurting out my thoughts, because that's basically kind of how I am. Like, I just have so many thoughts all at once and I just try to get them all out at once. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys, because again, this is my channel where I want to share like this type of information, and I just don't want to just be like, I'm just showing my life and all the cool things I do. Like, I generally want to like connect with you guys. Honestly, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys watched all of this, I hope it helps you out in some way. I know, like, again, I was very scattered brain, but you know, it's always okay to ask for help and all of that stuff. Like, don't feel like you're alone. So hopefully you guys got something out of this video and just where I'm at. I'm hoping, obviously, I'm gonna take the next few months to just become my best self and just redirect my life and then just enjoy my process, basically, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Honestly, thank you guys so much for watching, because yeah, this is me just talking about life with you guys. Hope to stick around with this channel. I'm still gonna do work week vlogs because again, I'm still working full-time and I enjoy working full-time. Like, I like being a working girl. So I hope you guys can relate to this content in some way. I know this is a mess, but yeah. Thank you guys honestly so much for watching. Honestly, comment down below. I genuinely want this to be like a community. So I definitely appreciate it that you guys even like watch my channel and like comment all that stuff. Like, it really means so much. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys honestly so much for watching. I feel like I gotta say that multiple times because again, like, this is me just opening up and just sharing how I'm at and where I'm at and all that stuff. So I hope this generally helps you, and thank you guys so much for watching, and that's basically it for this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.